My whole life I've been a dreamer.
What's up, everybody? My name's Nathan Lund. This is Sam Tallent.
Holy shit. Oh, it feels good. Where are you guys getting hosed up?
I'm 25. I'll be 30 in a month. We live in here. I'm the oldest senior official. I'm like the dad, though, because I know all these kids since they were little. Papa boss.
We live in here.
This is our place.
We often sleep head to toe, so we don't get lost in each other's eyes.
That was my line. This is my bed. Son of a bitch.
We're both professional stand-up comedians.
Even though we're pretty good at sitting down, too.
Yeah, we're better at sitting down. My sister lives here. She
mouth?
takes care of me. I like that.
We take care of each other.
Everyone takes care of each other.
Boom.
Wide World. The Fat Flâneur. Join me, Sam Tallent, regionally acknowledged comedian, as I embark on a trip to Paris with my friends, so they could see what I've always said is the gem and the crown of the world. Patrick, who also does all the edits and eats everyone's leftovers. Boy, did he get wet. Bonzo, the swarthy menace and secret Italian. He's good on his feet, but even better on his back. Nathan Lund is here, of course, because in 2009, he witnessed me commit a heinous crime. So in return for his silence, I have rewarded him with a career in show business. Joining us, a very special guest, my wife, Dr. Emily Tallent. She's only in one episode, so you don't have to turn it off immediately because there's a woman speaking. Welcome to Wide World. Season 2, Episode 1, The Fat Flâneur.
Oh, hello.
Jesus, that reeks.
This is a breach of privacy. We're about to play the most dangerous game in Paris, which is called Waking Up Lund. Follow me. On the count of 3. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Do you want to go to dinner?
No.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
It fucking reeked in there. It smelled so bad. It smelled like he looks.
Sam!
Oh, Emmy! What? Alright, Bonzo, follow me. We're about to go play the second most dangerous game, which is called Talking to My Wife.
Emily and I had just finished 5 weeks on vacation
Yeah, of
together.
course.
This was her last day, and her patience was as thin as her cotton panties.
We're gonna take the train.
Okay. Isn't it at 8?
Yeah.
So we need to leave now.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone ready?
Lund's not coming.
He's not?
Mm-mm.
And what kind of place is this? What should I wear?
I think it's French, and I would wear something tight, but no bra.
Fuck off.
What?
Go.
That went good.
Let's go see what we can find. Paris stuff.
Every good Frenchman knows exactly where to get the best baguette in his neighborhood. And typically, that baguette is the same distance that they can throw a baseball. Very close. Or even next door. I'm just kidding, they send their wives.
Where's the bread? In the bathroom?
The bread was not in the bathroom.
Bonsoir! It's me, Johnny Bonjour. And I've got today's bread, and we're about to have a little fun. This is breakfast in bed.
The early morning bread beating is a hallmark of Parisian culture. Breakfast in bread.
This sucks!
That's content.
I feel like Phil Margera.
Family on the phone!
We have baguettes.
No shit.
What defines France to me? Let me tell you, YouTube viewer. It's butter and bread. These people are fucking crazy about their baguettes. All day, every day, you can see a Frenchman riding his bicycle with his dipshit hat, carrying a baguette.
I'm gonna show you how to eat bread and butter French style.
Oh, God. This is gonna get us flagged.
Damn it, don't you make me look like a goat, man. Give me my clothes back.
It's really good.
This is where I sleep with my wife, in here. It smells like a ferret cage. Paris is a city of arrondissements. Arrondissement. I don't know how to say it still. Starts in the middle with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then circulates out. All the way out until you hit 20. We're in the 11th, which is in the east side. Ooh, wee wee. You can tell a real Frenchman, because if they're holding their baguette and the nipple's been ripped off, they munched it right away. If you see a baguette being held like this, that's no Frenchman, baby. You spotted a Belgian. What are we gonna have for lunch, guys?
You have determined that we're gonna grab sandwiches on our way to the plaza.
I love a fucking big sandwich, and I haven't eaten nearly enough of them while I've been in France.
Yeah, we gotta find
We've
them.
had to eat mussels and lobster.
What do you want on your sandwich?
What do you want on your tombstone?
So with that, we went outside to find the big sandwich for which I yearned.
All right.
Paris is a city of streets.
Where to now, nasty man?
We're going that way.
We're going that way, Bonzo.
And while the architecture may look similar everywhere you look, if you dig a bit deeper, there's fun to be found everywhere.
Oh, it's a metro stop, young Bonzo. Metrondo. Metrondo! Palais omnisport Paris Percy Porte Saint Mande. Saint Antoine. Whoa, Anthony, you're San Antoine. It's kind of like San Antonio. Please don't kill us, Mr. Motorman. We can't get misted, can we?
I don't know.
How's that work? Pat's getting misted, and has all the gear on it. This is where they shot that scene from Ghostbusters, Lund.
No.
I think I'd be the lion, and that one would be you. The one without any pants and a baby's penis. Look at this pervert. We're here in the Place de la Nation, right here in the center of the 11th arrondissement, and we're looking at stuff and talking about it. And this is a great place to bring a chick if you're in Paris, these misters, because no one's wearing a bra. Pretty easy way to glaze the hams.
Oh, we just keep walking?
Yeah, keep walking. That's my favorite part of Paris. No one's wearing a bra.
No bras.
No bras.
There's bras.
There's barely any bras, and the ones they're wearing are really fighting them back. This statue's been getting Frenchmen hard for 400 years now. They come, they look at it, they tell their girlfriends, that's not a baguette in my pocket.
It's pretty good, you know? I don't have much of a butt, so I feel both aroused and jealous.
Me and you both, brother.
No butt, yeah.
And bees.
We're about to go try and find some drinks because it's a beautifully hot day here in Paris. I want to get a big sandwich, but my wife keeps going, oh, you want to eat? Yeah, looks like you look hungry for sure. Yeah, you should totally eat some more. Here we are. Traditional little French corner shop. I got an Orangina. There's actual pulp in there, which means it's good for you. It's not just soda.
What you got, Em?
Vino Blanc.
Yum.
2019, maybe?
Good
Maybe
year.
It's good.
Great year.
Water. Stay hydrated.
My wife is a doctor.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's the pulp.
You're watching VH1. Coming up next, Van Halen, Hot for Teacher.
$5, please.
I don't have
€5. €5.
one booth.
5.
One per booth.
5. 10 for 2.
It's very important when you're in a foreign land, if you can, to bring in someone who speaks the language and knows the place. And that's where we brought in America's newest citizen, Zach Mama.
Bonjour à tous. Bonjour à tous. I can't speak French anymore.
Yes, you can.
I forgot.
Hey, what do you know about this guy, this statue?
I don't know this statue at all. I've never come here.
As always, the French are very helpful to Americans.
I first met Zach Mama in Hawaii where he was hiding out from a hit-and-run thing back in France. Since then, we have become fast friends. He is a comedian, a jazz drummer, and a Parisian, which makes him a total poon hound and finger sniffer. And so, with Zach Mama as our guide, we entered the Parisian underground to navigate the subway, and also be reminded of how hungry we were for big sandwiches.
If I don't get a big sandwich in the next 30 minutes, you're going on the tracks.
I would kill all of these people for a sandwich right now, including her.
Just dominoes of human beings on the tracks in front of every train that comes until I receive a sandwich.
Man, imagine a train that was made of sandwiches and you could ride it around, and as you got closer to your destination, you could munch on it. Boy, that would be hella tight. That's what I was thinking about as we got deeper and deeper into Paris.
You kind of look like my brother-in-law, so if you don't mind, I'm going to send a picture of you to my wife.
I should model here.
More than cheap.
That one's for girls.
This is for men. It's a mansculator.
No, they're not. Get out of there.
Hey, if you're a fat shit like me, shorts are your only way to look cool. They give you a bit of personality, and you look better. No one's looking at your tits when they see how your knees point inward. That's where Chubby's brand shorts come in. Their high-quality everyday men's apparel are the most comfortable shorts, swim trunks, pants, and polo shirts you'll wear all summer. No matter what you do, whether you're chopping it up with the squad, shooting dice because you need bus fare, having an intimate moment with your wife while your friend watches from a separate motel bed, walking around Denver, shaking that thing, letting everyone know. Look around the corner, because that's where the fudge is made. Chubby's makes their original stretch shorts in 4-inch, 5.5, and 7-inch inseams. And if you're like me, 4 inches is a blessing. These shorts will stop traffic. Editor's note, Chubby's shorts do not stop traffic. We almost got hit by a car, but that would have been okay, because at least I would have died beautiful. Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubby's has you covered. For a limited time, Chubby's is giving Wide World viewers 20% off your order with our code WIDE at chubbysshorts.com. That's code WIDE at chubbysshorts.com. Support the show and tell them we sent you. Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubby's.
Was that French guy doing black scent?
I've had some of my lowest moments ever in hotel rooms. Out there on the big empty highways of America, you get lost, and you forget what it is to be you. So many times I've been standing, looking out a hotel window, thinking, what a mess my giant body would leave. The one thing that saved me over and over again, that knowing no matter what, my balls will be safe. In the pouch inside of my Sheath Underwear brand underwear. Yeah, Mom's new boyfriend's coming home. And you know he's gonna be drinking those Red Dogs outside, smoking his Winston cigarettes, waiting for Mommy to go to bed between swing shifts, so he can come in and give you a bath. If a guy named Doug would come over and stuff your mom's crust while you were eating stuffed crust, Sheath Underwear for you. That's right, Sheath patented ball pouch will keep your guys safe, unlike your mom, who couldn't keep you safe. So go to sheathunderwear.com and use code WIDE to get 20% off XXL and larger undies. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code WIDE. Make the upgrade already. I know you're gonna love it, even though no one can love you.
I know, I'm getting one. Only one. I'm getting a fucking sandwich.
No, it's over there.
What is?
Better sandwich place.
All right, lead the way. Hold on, Emmy. He knows a better place.
Trust me.
I do.
We're going to a better sandwich place.
Those big, red, wet lips did not lie. We were going to a better sandwich place.
Here we are, in Paris, where the only thing you're not allowed to do is wear a bra.
In Paris, parks are not just for sex workers and fentanyl salesmen. Here, they're a place to gather and ponder how beautiful the world around you is, and standing in sharp contrast with the concrete jungle behind.
Bro, I lost a tomato.
We just got 6 sandwiches, and it was a nightmare because you don't get anything to go in fucking Paris. And if you do, everyone thinks you're a monster, and it goes against their entire way of life to sit down and have a meal for 2.5 hours 3 times a day. So when you're a sweaty American and you're standing in there, ruining everyone's time at the bar because you're dripping on the linoleum, It's a very difficult experience. But now we're gonna go into the Jardin du Luxembourg, where my mom and Emily's dad's ashes are scattered, and we're gonna go look at the dust that was our parents here in Paris on a beautiful day to have 6 sandwiches.
The Jardin du Luxembourg is the best park in all the fucking world, stupid, where even the statues get you hard. Yum.
Jesus Christ. Sandwich time. Flâneur, or Flâneur. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's what I am. I'm an idler, I'm a lounger, I'm a romantic who enjoys a nice long stroll and an hour-and-a-half long cappuccino, a cigarette at dusk, and a whippet at sunrise. Right, so but they don't like, it's not remote controlled.
No.
Okay. That's what I thought it was initially. That is kind of fun then, isn't it?
They get going, which is cool.
I like the black flag. That's the ship that I sail.
Jolly Roger.
No gods, no masters. That fish is me, yearning to break away from everyone else. All the other fish, to be alone, to try and escape, to be free. That fish is lucky though, because it doesn't know the parameters of its world. Me, I'm man. I can see that it's stuck in this pond of murky green water, and that's my curse, to know that I'm trapped. Unlike the fish, who despite its boundaries, is freer than I will ever be.
My butt itches.
There's a way of life here in Paris that looks like the most elegant way of killing time. You're waiting for death to come, but before it arrives, you're gonna have a glass of wine at 11:30 a.m. and eat a giant sandwich 4 times a day. These people, they have nowhere to be, they have nothing to do. Somehow they all have jobs and fancy berets.
What?
This is it.
Oh, sorry.
It's sitting on your dad.
I farted. Your dad became a tree, which is crazy.
Right.
Emily's dad's ashes are all over this tree. It's a big, beautiful, strong tree, much like he was. He was a good guy. And we also sprinkled my mom's ashes right here in the sewer, because she was a wet rat and she loved to eat trash. Hi, Mommy. It's good to be reminded that we will all be dust one day. But until then, we must spend 12 euro on a terrible sandwich they forgot to put cheese on. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Vous parlez français?
Désolé.
These gay French cops tried to arrest us for being too badass. But I knew my rights, and I gave them my card. And when they saw that it was the ace of spades, they let us go.
Hey, what country do you come from?
United States.
United.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, alors, I love.
I got-
very bad.
I got that yesterday.
Flâneur.
Yeah.
I mind freaked them.
Thank you.
One tip for getting around Paris: go slow, stop, stare. Let your eyes be open to the world of color and song all around you. For in Paris, things are only as quiet as the beating of your own heart. This organ grinder, who seemed to be playing a Scantron test, bored the crowds out front of the Luxembourg train stop. Bonzo, however, was entranced. It's music for babies and adults named Bonzo. He's really doing nothing. Crank it, Geppetto. Bonzo fell under the spell of the crank jockey, and he almost became a chimp.
That was pretty, but I feel like anyone could do that. Just get a 3-hole punch,
Yeah.
be able to crank. A chimp could do that. Do you have tiny head syndrome? So do I. But I'd still skateboard. Whoa. The family's Bec de fuckery. And that's what we call riffing in the graveyard.
No trip to Paris would be complete without a trip to Père-Lachaise Cemetery. Being surrounded by stones filled with bones, raw death in the air.
None of these are a porta potty. Let's just go to the tomb real quick, and then we can wander around.
Where is it?
I got it pulled up. Lund, they have a tomb ready for you.
Here we go.
Get in there. We're just gonna go right to Morrison's one and then fuck around. Oh yeah, Oscar Wilde's in here too. That's where they buried Rudy Giuliani's political career.
This place is home to a lot of famous people. Ryan Dunn, Dustin Screech Diamond, Junior Seau, and of course, Chris Benoit. Unlike me, everyone buried here was stupid, because I'm still alive.
Oh, it's over there. Here lies Jim Morrison, one of the first big fat guys to make a big impact in Paris. What makes you think? Imagine living back in the 60s when all you needed to be a successful band was an oompa organ and a guy who played decent drums. They made elevator music for people with pit hair to bang to. People have decorated and adorned his grave with the things he needed most in life. You have Jack Daniel's whiskey, you've got a Coke mirror, various CPAP machines.
I was a bigger fan of The Windows, which was not a Doors cover band, an Eric Clapton cover band.
All these old people are here remembering when they used to lay on tarps and butt fuck. Truly a waste of time. I sat right down and I ate a big burrito. This is why you hide my grave. Because I don't want a bunch of Reddit dudes showing up and smearing honey mustard on my fucking final resting place. Imagine being the Frager family. They probably like brought butter to France for the first time or like invented like roads. And now just for all of the rest of their family's lives, they have to come here and hear people sing renditions of Doors songs. I sat right down and ate a quesadilla. You know who could really play an organ? My best friend Jim Morrison, who I was in the Doors with.
Yeah, of course. You guys had a great run. What would you say was like your favorite show or tour that you guys did?
You know, any show that I did with Jim Morrison, who was the lead singer of the Doors, which was the band that I was also in. My dick don't work, so I'm physically abusive to women. That was a good time every time, being best friends with Jim Morrison of the Doors.
What about your personal life? I know you were married for a long time. You guys have you and your ex-wife, obviously Alice, had a couple of kids. Any great memories from being at home and away from the road?
I think my favorite memories would be when I'd get a phone call from the best friend of my entire life, Jim Morrison, who I knew better than anyone. We were in the Doors together.
No one on YouTube cares about the Doors.
Because I'm so big and fat, you gotta roll me like Kirby. He would call and he'd say, hey, do you want to still be in the Doors with me? And I'd be like, yes, Jim Morrison, I do. Those were good times.
Well, this has been Ray Manzarek with the worst interview ever.
Hey, I was in the Doors with Jim Morrison.
That's it for Kerrang! Magazine.
The Doors suck so much, dude.
I hate them.
I fucking hate the Doors. People who love the Doors, it's like their whole thing. It's like, oh, you know what I love? Vests and the Doors. They should have buried this guy on top of Oscar Wilde. He would have loved that. Look at his foot.
She's embarrassed because this dude died from jerking off too much.
We call this segment Dunking on the Deceased.
Bestiality and polyamory, all put together. This is the guy who first did cocaine.
I can't feel my nose.
Speaking of homos, we're gonna go see Oscar Wilde's grave. It's a good thing. Busted.
If your shrine gets broken, you go to hell.
Yeah.
No, he said that 2 seconds ago. You're listening to the audio. It's in your ear.
Allegedly.
I'm listening to the quality. I'm not listening to your dumb words.
You're listening to Drain. Stroganoff.
This was Lund's first time ever holding an iPhone. Lund is an Android user, so watching him navigate a graveyard on an iPhone was like watching a peacock use a hairbrush. It made no sense, but he looked better somehow afterward.
Is he on here?
Oscar Wilde?
Yeah.
It's navigating to his grave.
These cobblestones are great for my blister on my toe.
Oh yeah, you're blistered. It's nuts. Here.
I just wanted my phone back because his fingers were covered in syrup.
It's not that way, I'll tell you that.
As is common to the Flâneur's way, we went off the beaten path to find unmarked treasures.
You think we want to go that way?
Tomb of the Dragon's over here.
He thinks it'll be a giant fucking dragon grave with treasure.
Whoa, it's a huge dragon grave. Sepultura's buried here. I don't know where the damn Tomb of the Dragon is. This guy invented mutton chops.
Yum yum, doggy water.
Lenin. What's going to be on Oscar Wilde's grave?
He had so many good quotes. He was good at saying something good in a sentence or two.
Yeah, he was a real zing king.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was the first to say, if you've got a big dick, let me search it. Find out how hard I've got to work it.
He also said, I'm the captain now.
Yeah, that was him. He said, espresso, then Prosecco. Hey ladies, you're barking up the wrong tomb. Oscar Wilde say. What other quotes of his were there?
Beer before liquor, never sicker.
I miss you, Oscar. I remember when he said, Michael! In Home Alone.
Kevin?
Kevin. I've never seen that movie. Oh, remember when he said Broncos country, let's ride?
Yeah.
Liv Moss.
Oh, remember when he said ba-da-ba-ba-ba? I remember when Oscar Wilde said pizza, pizza to then President Franklin Roosevelt. I think he also said locals only for the first time. Let's get out of here.
He was the first person to locals only somebody's ass.
Just so great to be surrounded by death and be reminded of the impermanence of this mortal coil that we're all dangling from. Truly lets you know why it's so important for Parisians to take their time and to savor every morsel of life, because this is where we're all headed. Not me. I want my bones cleaned and I want my skeleton to be put in the corner of a 5th grade classroom. My big old bulbous rib cage. Whenever anyone's bad and the kid acts up, they say, all right, Jerry, go get in the rib cage. And then they have to hang out inside of my skeleton and rattle the bones with a copper cup like a hobo during the Dust Bowl. Taste death, live life. Walk on home, boy. Oscar Wilde sang for Pantera.
Aside from getting sucked off in a helicopter, there aren't many things cooler than being alive. Maybe shooting a gun in the air while jet skiing, or never paying your taxes. Hanging out with all these dead losers all day totally underlined how important it is to spike the football while you still have it.
My wife just smelled my armpit and said I have to start wearing deodorant. So I'm fitting in already in France. A big man who reeks and loves cheese. And here in Paris, you're allowed to be exactly what you are, which is nothing. And the only choice you have is when to smoke another cigarette. I love Paris. Paris does not love me back. But one day when I'm rich and famous, I'll be able to come here and expose myself to a 15-year-old. And that's how you know you've made it. Gooby gooby. Gooby gooby. That's the new catchphrase. That's the catchphrase. So thank you for joining us here for another episode of Ooby Gooby Presents Round Man, Round World.
Thank you for watching Sam Tallent's Wide World, The Fat Flâneur, Paris, Episode 1. Filmed in Paris, France. Brought to us by viewers like you. If you'd like to support the show, go over to patreon.com/Sam Tallent's Wide World. Become a producer, like these people.
I'm like the pigeon. Many find me ugly, but really, I'm the dove of peace in disguise. And when I learn to fly, I will shit all over the things that keep us bound to this mortal coil, and I will float away, high above, where only balloons are allowed to linger.